Robert Irwin Witney Carson cry together over the passing of his dad. On the dedication night episode tonight, Robert Irwin honored his mother, Terry Irwin, with a deeply emotional performance that left judges, the audience, and even his dance partner visibly moved. With a contemporary routine set to Phil Collins' "You'll Be in My Heart," Robert and pro-partner Witney Carson transformed the ballroom into a stage for memory, grief, love, and healing. The performance became a highlight of the season, and one of the most personal moments in his Dancing with the Stars journey. Shared tears for Steve Irwin's legacy on tonight's dedication night episode of Dancing with the Stars. Robert Irwin delivered one of the most emotional performances of the season, a heartfelt tribute to his mother, Terry Irwin, honoring both her strength and the memory of his late father, Steve Irwin. Performing a contemporary routine to Phil Collins' "You'll Be in My Heart," Robert and his partner Witney Carson transformed the ballroom into an intimate reflection of love, loss, and gratitude. Advertising, the performance moved nearly everyone in the room to tears. As the song played, Robert's emotions spilled over, and Terry joined him for the final moments, creating one of the show's most powerful scenes. The two embraced on stage, sharing visible tears as they remembered Steve Irwin's life and the family's journey since his passing. Judges were deeply touched. Derek Hoff wiped away tears while praising Robert's vulnerability and the authenticity of the tribute. For Robert, the dance was more than a performance, it was a public way of saying thank you to the woman who has carried him through the hardest chapters of his life, a son's gratitude and a mother's strength. In the rehearsal footage leading up to the performance, Robert admitted that preparing for the dance forced him to face emotions. He reflected on how Terry's strength helped him cope with grief while keeping his father's presence alive. He said he wanted to honor her not only as his mother but as a symbol of unwavering love and resilience. Robert shared that his mom's ability to lead their family through tragedy gave him the courage to stand in the spotlight and express himself without fear. "My mom has been my rock," he said. "She's kept my dad's memory alive in everything we do." When the dance ended, Terry could be seen mouthing "I love you" from the audience before joining her son on stage. It was an authentic moment that perfectly embodied what dedication night is meant to capture, the real emotion behind the stories that fuel each routine. From vulnerability to healing on the DWTS stage, Robert's ability to translate emotion into art is nothing new. In past performances, he's shown the same mix of strength and sensitivity that's made audiences connect with him so deeply. Viewers have often noted that Robert's dancing feels less like performance and more like storytelling, a way to process his past and celebrate the people who shaped him. Tonight's dance marked a turning point in his Dancing with the Stars journey. His tribute to Terry wasn't about competition or scores, it was about honoring a mother who turned heartbreak into hope. As the crowd rose to its feet, Robert's tears reflected both grief and healing. Proving that the most powerful performances come not from perfection, but from the heart. In a night filled with dedications, Robert Irwin stood apart, a reminder that love, loss, and legacy can live forever through movement and memory.